On the docket, Terence Crawford explains why $100 million wouldn't bring him back to boxing.
Yeah, I was gonna say unmute first before playing.
Yes, sir.
My thought is everything has a price. There is not a number that can get you back in that ring. 80 million, 100 million.
Nah, because now you selling your soul.
$100 million, you can have my soul.
That's you. Now we know your character. Sometimes you look at people and you be like, dang, man, you ain't got no dignity. You ain't got no morals. Like, come on, man. Like, what you gonna stand for if everything is about money? Like, I never was in a sport because of money. You know, of course, I was in a sport to make money.
That's facts.
But I wanted to be a world champion.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to do something that I set my sights out to do as a little boy. And money wasn't the motivation. Me being a world champion was the motivation. Me accomplishing all the things that I've accomplished along the way on my journey, you know, it was extra credit. It was extra credit because it's coming from the hood. It was like, man, I just want to be a world champion because that's just my dream. So when I became a world champion, it was just like, man, well, all this other stuff is like a cherry on the top. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? I feel like that is something that I've noticed is pretty common with people that take their profession extremely seriously, is that they just want to be the absolute fucking best. And that's all they fucking care about, and that's all they put their time to. They'll stop at nothing to get better, and all that does is literally get them to as far as they can humanly go, and then lots of money follows.
Is that the number one thing you took from this clip?
I didn't realize you have my soul.
The man said, "Oh, that's you." Now we know what type of person you are.
Fam, nobody else got secondhand embarrassment from that.
Oh, that was, he got cooked.
The man's face afterwards, he's like,
he dropped. Yeah,
that hurt, bro.
Yeah,
that hurt. But at the same time, I get where he was coming from.
Yeah, honestly, if I was the homeboy that got that said to, I would kind of just be like, I kind of deserve that.
Nah, you know me. I would end up arguing with him.
Yeah, you would have got pissed.
I would have got pissed.
You'd be like, what? Bro, everything we do in life is for money. So how are you going to... Yeah, I could see you...
I wouldn't say everything in life we do is for money, but this is the angle that I would attack it with. Is he's calling it selling his soul, and he said that, you can have my soul for $100 million. Not everybody goes by the same belief system. What if some people don't believe that their soul could be sold? Not everybody has the same morals. He's saying that if I were you and I had the ability to box that way, I would 100% get back into the ring to make $100 million.
Yeah.
I don't think that's selling your soul. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I guess there's different interpretations of it, but even so, what is a soul? Is there any tangible things that we could actually use to describe a soul?
I think from a non-religious perspective, I would say your dignity, your honor.
That's your soul?
Self-respect. I can interpret your soul as that, as your dignity, your honor, your self-respect. I think that a lot of times when you're talking about selling your soul, you can kind of interchange it with that. You know what I mean?
So are we selling our soul for going to work at jobs that we don't like to make money that we need to survive?
Essentially, yeah. That's why it's called being a corporate slave.
But it's being a slave selling your soul, though.
I mean...
because
it depends on what you have to do to make the money, though.
Okay, talking about doing the thing that he's talking about, love doing his whole entire life, doesn't seem that much like he's selling his soul. I think that people are misinterpreting it because he definitely checkmated him with the that's you, that type of shit. Made it seem like it's a moral and dignity thing. But I think that he's thinking about it like just a statement of you could have my soul for $100 million. Lots of niggas aren't thinking that their soul is the same way that they're interpreting it. I don't think that they're interpreting soul the same way.
Yeah. So the I guess the way that I'm seeing it is like he's done his job. He's done what he wanted to, like all the hard work that he's put in for however long he's been in the ring. He was, who knows, he was probably boxing for fucking 15 years or 20 years or something like that, something crazy. And then like he finally accomplished what he wanted to accomplish. So it's like anything beyond that is greed.
Well, is it really? Because then what if he accomplished all that, but he's like doesn't have a lot of money, even though he does. He's a millionaire. But is it really that greedy to?
I think
want to make $100 million.
I can imagine from his perspective, right? Is like there's a reason why he doesn't box anymore. Right. So he might have made his own decision. Maybe he's super spiritual. He had made a spiritual decision or whatever.
He just boxed like last year, but that's when he won the shits. And
so, but I don't know what's going on in his personal life, but he could have made his own like internal decision. It's like, okay, I think I'm done. I'm like, this is my decision.
I'm going to keep, sorry.
Yeah. But the idea of him changing on that because of a certain amount of money is maybe what he can view as selling your soul.
The other guy's point was, I think everybody has a price. Would you consider it selling your soul?
That's true.
Like, would you
think about it? Sorry to cut you off, but think about it. It's like, you know what? Some women are gonna hate to hear this, but I know a lot of y'all gonna get that shit up the price right. But does that make you a prostitute?
But some people say that's selling your soul,
that's what I mean. That's what I was saying, that it's interchangeable. It's like your dignity, your self-respect, blah, blah, blah.
I think that most people are being too hard on the guy who like said the selling soul comment because realistically, I think a lot of us would sell our soul for, if selling our soul is something like doing something that is morally, that we do not want, that we're morally against, that's like the green card situation.
Right.
That's like the gold card situation with Nicki Minaj.
Right. Yeah.
I guess that would be me selling my soul because I was doing what's better in like, my benefit.
You're going against
I'm going against my morals.
Yeah.
I'm going against my morals, but at the same time, I'm doing what's better in the long-term benefit for myself.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what soul is, what your morals.
That's kind of what he said.
Yeah.
He said your morals and your dignity or whatever.
Dignity, yeah.
But I think that there's things that I would probably give away my morals and dignity for $100 million.
No,
Hey, that's you. No type of person you are.
It is, bro. But if that's the type of person I am, I don't think that's necessarily always a bad thing because that's also, if I'm giving up my dignity and morals, what if I suppose you sell your soul for the benefit of your family? Suppose you're selling your soul for the greater good of your generations to come. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a sacrifice I think that might be worth making.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain levels I wouldn't go. Like, I wouldn't let anybody fuck me in my ass for any amount of money. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that you could throw at me. But
I feel like in that instant, it's not interpreted as selling your soul. It's interpreted as making a sacrifice.
But you could interpret things however you want to interpret it. You know, you could be selling and making a sacrifice for $100 million. Because I bet that if he went broke and lost all his money or something like that, and he had to box for $100 million, and he had to box for $100 million, don't you think that would be a smart thing to do? But he would technically consider it selling his soul.
Yeah. Again, if he made his own personal decision and he feels strongly about the reason why he quit, right? Then he feels like if I accept a certain money to change that decision, that's me winning on my own. Fuck, what's the word for it?
I feel you. I just think that he's putting his morals on other people. Because the fact of like he's using his soul as like, morals and dignity and whatever, there's not a lot that we wouldn't do for $100 million. Let's just keep it a buck. And I think that the other nigga, that's basically what he was saying. There's a price for everybody. There's not a lot that we wouldn't do for $100 million. Is there a lot that you wouldn't do for $100 million?
No, there's not a lot I wouldn't do.
Would you kill an innocent person for $100 million?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Would you?
No.
I wouldn't do it either. That ass, I wouldn't do that. Yeah. I can't live with myself like that.
That's
fine. There's a lot you
There's a lot that I would do. Like, I wouldn't get fucked in my ass. I wouldn't fucking
for $100 million?
No.
Yo,
never beating the allegations.
You're never beating the allegations.
Never.
Whoa, man, like $100 million.
You chat too much. Chat too much. Chat too much. Chat too much.